Hi Gemini, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your November 16th to the 30th, 2021 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed and linked in the description box below. Now before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. Let's let the bowls sing as we see what the tarot has to say. Gemini, November 16th to the 30th, 2021, Gemini. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. So at the bottom is our rooted self. The left-hand side is our inner self. The middle, our heart, our emotional self. The right-hand side, the public arena, the public self. Let's see what the cards have to say. We have the Fool. I love it. And we have Justice. So this is Libra energy coming into play during this time. If we have this within our natal chart or we have Libras within our lives, they're going to come through very powerfully at our root and really be influencing our journey. So yeah, okay. So let's look at our inner self. We have the Knight of Cups, water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Again, if we have this within our natal chart or we have water sign energies within our lives, we're going to be finding that we're kind of looking back at things with them. We're looking at the past instead of looking at the present. And so that's going to be something, I'm not surprised to see the Four of Pentacles here at all. There's going to be something about vampiric energy. There's going to be something about either emotional manipulation on things and thinking, can I fix it? Like, can I change the way things have progressed? And what Spirit is saying here is that we have to look at our prosperity and not think, okay, I have to hold on to it, not think that, it's going to be taken from me, not look at the story that once was. It could be of poverty, it could be of financial hardship, it could be of being told that we would never be successful, we weren't, smart enough or talented enough or whatever enough to make it in the world. Somebody could have told us this. It could have been a caregiver, it could have been a partner, it could have been a friend, but we're going to find that we're breaking this attitude and we are looking back and finding a way to walk forward. But this is going to be tricky emotionally for us. This is going to be a little bit of a tricky time as we're looking inwardly at the place that we want to be, at the place we find ourselves now, and the limitations that we're seeing around us. So do be mindful here. Then we have the King of Pentacles. I love it. It's just success. It's success that's coming in. It's earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So if we have these within our natal chart, but also within our lives, coming through very strongly as a heart focus for us. And the Eight of Pentacles, our hard work, our dedication. This is also showing us what we've been dedicated to and working towards. So what Spirit's saying here is that a lot of times when we're looking at things, when we look at what we've worked towards, we think of our physical work. But Spirit's also saying that these are lessons that we've been learning time and time again, ways of finding our voice and, stepping out of our comfort zone and moving forward that has, that has shaped us. It has shaped us in a way that we didn't realize. And we didn't realize that this was part of the pattern of our soul and the pattern of what our soul was bringing us to. It moves us to our public arena self, which is the Four of Wands, happy occasion, celebration, and the King of Pentacles. This could be a celebration with an earth sign energy. This is also a celebration with financial success and a way to move forward in the sense of, this is me, this is what I want, this is what I need, this is who I am, and this is who I get to celebrate. We're going to find ourselves very drawn to the sacred masculine energy during this time, but also embracing the fact that I can do this on this earthly plane, in this world, without being held back. And that's going to be a game changer for us. The energy, oh goodness, I'm so sorry. The energy we need to be mindful of, angels and spirit guides show me clearly, guide this reading, is the moon. It's our fear. It's our fear getting in the way. It's our fear defining us. It's our fear holding us back. It's our fear changing the way that we look at things, changing the way that we look at ourselves. It's the subconscious and the conscious not working together, not even feeling like they're related. So this is going to be a time where we can be absolutely taken over by fear. This is also Pisces energy. We might find it a little bit difficult with a Pisces during this time, but we're also going to see that fear becomes a main player in our lives. And this is something that is unacceptable. This is something that we're working against and fighting to move away from. It moves us to our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. This is holistic health. This is the earth's, this is not the earth star chakra. This is the root chakra. And this is a sense of, I need to look at myself as a holistic being. I need to connect with myself spiritually. I need to connect with myself, food-wise, what I'm feeding my body, how I'm feeding and nourishing my body and my brain and my soul and myself. I need to look at how I'm taking care of me. Where is it that I need to improve? Where is it that I kind of need to slow down and give myself some time? We could be really big on exercising and the body is saying, listen, I hurt, or, I need time to rest, and we need to give ourselves time to rest without feeling guilty about it. We need to give ourselves time to embrace what our body needs without feeling guilty about it, because there's going to be this sense of, no matter what we do during this time, we're going to be feeling pulled in the other direction. And that's just going to be frustrating. That's just going to be overwhelming. So do be mindful. Do be aware of this. Okay, so this is a tarot and astrology reading. So we're going to see the astrology part of this time frame from the 16th to the 30th and how it all correlates with what the tarot is saying. So on the 16th of November, we have the Sun sextile Pluto, which brings with it this magnetic, there we go, attraction to what we need and what we're claiming and the way that we're moving forward. We are going to be very charming during this time. In Gemini, we already have a tendency to be charming, so the charm is on. And this is a great time to kind of go after what we want. This is a great time to step out of our comfort zone, because there's just this aura about us of success. We are severely determined. We are absolutely going after what we want, and we can feel unstoppable. Now, on the 17th of November, Mars is opposite Uranus, which brings this exciting and unpredictable energy. We're inclined to take risks on this day, but we're also inclined not to be mindful of our rebellious nature, thinking, okay, I'm just taking these risks, I'm going after what I need, I'm pushing, the box, but we're also going to be severely rebellious. And there are going to be things, especially around this energy of people said I couldn't, and they've said I couldn't for so long that now I'm going to be rebelling against it. Now I'm going to be, just bursting forward and going after what I want. And this could actually wind up being detrimental to us. So do be mindful. There are aspects of this rebellion that are going to be great. And yes, we need to rebel against that which is holding us kind of prisoner within our own selves, but also just to be rebellious to say, oh, I'll show that person, even though it's not what our soul truly wants. That's what we're going to have to be mindful. On the 18th of November, Mercury is trine Neptune, which brings this alluring energy with it that makes us more attractive. It makes us astoundingly imaginative. We start to focus on our dreams, and we start to bring our dreams into life. This is a great date night day. This is a great, date day, or going out, meeting somebody, just connecting, just having fun. This this is the great day for it. Now, on the 19th of November, we have a few things happening. Venus is going to be trine Uranus, and Gemini, we are ruled by Mercury. So that was for the 18th. We're going to find with the Mercury trine Neptune, we're going to find that we're really pulled to this because we're ruled by Mercury. And with Mercury bringing in this alluring energy, and again, we already are charming, alluring people, sounds egotistical, but there's more of an allure towards Geminis than there isn't. Now, people might find us frustrating, but there's still this mystery, there's still this intrigue to us. So we're going to really be able to utilize this, and we're really going to be able to push forward towards our dreams. Now going back to the 19th of November, Venus is trine Uranus, which brings an energy of wanting to feel free, wanting to feel unique, wanting to be social, but also wanting to embrace our own specialness, like our own uniqueness, our own sense of self without conforming to anybody else. And as we're doing this, as we're embracing, what we want from our lives and the way that we need to move forward, we're going to find that we're becoming more unique. We're becoming more comfortable with standing in our skin. Now, also on the 19th of November, we have a lunar eclipse in Taurus with the full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus. Now, there will be a separate video on this, but this is going to have very impactful energy for us, especially if we're born on the cusp with Taurus, but also because we have such strong earth sign energy within this reading. On the 20th of November, Mercury is squared Jupiter. Again, we're ruled by Mercury, so this is going to be a big day for us. It brings with it this clear and open-minded attitude. We are also going to be lacking discipline. So as much as we're open-minded, as much as we're looking at things and saying, yes, 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 we're also going to kind of lack the discipline for the follow-through to utilize these talents. And we need to be mindful of this and not let this get in our way. Kind of be aware and kind of call ourselves out when we have this great idea, but we decide to sit on the couch and eat chips. It's like, no. Go after it. Go after this. Use this energy to your finest. Even if it's just thinking, even if it's just sitting back on the couch, having the bag of chips near us, but just thinking, just working things out, just seeing things more openly, more honestly for us. Now, on the 21st of November, Mercury is going to be sextile Pluto. Again, Mercury is showing up. We are ruled by Mercury. So this is going to have a stronger impact on us than it is others. With Mercury sextile Pluto, this is a very serious time for us. We are discovering a lot that we've hidden in the shadows. We're slowing down and we're following our intuition. We're following our inner voice. On the 23rd of November, the third quarter moon is in Virgo. And this brings a sense of understanding our worth, understanding that we are enough, understanding the gifts that we bring forward. On the 28th of November, the sun is conjunct Mercury. And this is the best time for communication and for important ideas to come to the surface, again, with the Mercury coming forward. So this time period from the 16th to the 30th has Mercury show up a lot and bring us forward a lot. So with the sun conjunct Mercury, we're shining. We are shining. Take advantage of it. Take advantage of the communicative skills. Take advantage of important ideas, coming to the surface and us seeing them and us, understanding what we're thinking about, understanding what we've been missing, how to connect those dots. Now, this is also going to be a time where everybody is so inspired, everybody's so in their own heads that we can forget to listen. So do be mindful of that. And also be mindful that it's going to be everybody's downfall during this time, that we're all so in our own heads that we forget to connect. On the 29th of November, Mars is trine Neptune. And with Mars trine Neptune, this has us making sense of our suaviness and our sexiness and our creativity. All of a sudden, we're starting to see ourselves and our bodies. And we're starting to say, I love me. I accept me. I'm not going to spend any more time wishing I was something else or taking compliments with oh no, I don't deserve this. It's like, oh yes, I deserve this and I'm going to shine. On the 29th of November also, there's this spiritual courage. And we are going to be inspiring ourselves and others by embracing the spiritual courage. If we can embrace it, do so. Now, on the 30th of November, we have a lot of things happening during this time. On the 30th of November, we have Mercury sextile Saturn, which brings to focus the ability to see the bigger picture. We can be single-minded on this day, so do be aware of that because we're ruled by Mercury. Again, this is going to be a time where we're very inclined towards this way of moving forward. We're going to be very single-minded. We're going to be astoundingly focused. There's something here that we want to achieve, and we're not going to really let anybody stand in our way of achieving it. single-minded, determined, a bit obsessed. So be aware of that. And we want to learn anything and everything about what we're trying to achieve. This is going to be a time where we think the more knowledge, the better, even if it can start to muddy the waters. Also on the 30th of November, we have Venus sextile Neptune, which brings with it passion and romance and sensuality. Relationships become very important to us, and we start to really embrace the people that we want to be around, like-minded people, the sense of being highly creative, and the sense of being highly passionate. Now, Venus is ruled by Taurus, okay? And because we have that strong earth sign energy coming forward, there's also going to be a strong influence of this here for us. But there's also going to be a need to embrace who we are and what we're seeing and where it is that we want to be. And also Mercury, okay? Mercury is ruled by Virgo. And this is going to be a time where that makes it even more prevalent in our lives, Mercury, because we do have the strong earth sign energy coming forward. Now, also on the 30th of November, we have the Sun sextile Saturn, which brings a sense of identity through leadership and finding and embracing our voice. What this does with the Sun sextile Saturn, whatever we are more inclined to following, whether it be Mercury sextile Saturn, which brings us focus and the ability to see the bigger picture, the ability to go after our goals, or Venus sextile Neptune, which makes us passionate and romantic and sensual and creative and really connecting with our relationships. That's going to be amplified. One of these ways of embracing the day is going to be amplified by the Sun sextile Saturn. So we have to be very aware of this, even if there's the sense of, okay, we're embracing relationships, but the undercurrent of that day is, I really should be working. We have to be mindful of the choices that we're making and the decisions that are leading us forward to the place that we want to be. And if we're, embracing work, undercurrent is I should be with my family, or I should be with the people that I love. So this is going to be a time where it almost feels like darned if you do, darned if you don't. But what Spirit is saying here, be comfortable with the choices that you're making. Be comfortable with your progression forward. Now, at the root of everything, we have the Fool. We're going to feel like a fool. We're going to feel like we're walking down this path that everybody's going to laugh at, that nobody's going to understand. And we're not seeing the brilliance of the path that we are choosing, or the way that we are walking, or what Spirit is leading us to. What we're seeing is the mockery of it. What we're seeing are the people that just don't understand. And with the Fool, and with us embracing the Fool, we're going to find that every single hero's journey, as Spirit always says, every single hero's journey begins with us being a fool, begins with people misunderstanding, not seeing the big picture, not seeing the way that we're progressing forward. And so this is going to be something that's very important to us. Do we see everybody else's view of us, or do we see our own? And that's part of where the vampiric energy comes in. Do we see everybody else's view of us, or do we see our own? It brings us to justice. Are we being just with ourselves? Are we looking at everybody else's world, everybody else's way of seeing and defining themselves, and not looking at our own world, not looking at our own definitions? We can even do this with the people that we're attracted to, and yet the people that we think we're supposed to be attracted to. They're supposed to look like this, but what if they look a little bit different? What if it's outside of what we had originally thought we had wanted? We have matured, or we have changed, and all of a sudden we're starting to see what we really love. And that has to also do with the people that we really love, the people that we want in our lives, the way that we want to move forward. And we're giving ourselves permission to see and to say what it is that we desire. When justice comes in, it's being discerning. It's not saying I have to be just and fair to everyone, because that's impossible. People are going to be mad at us. People are going to think that we didn't do right by them. You can't please everyone. That old song, you can't please everyone, so you have to please yourself. It's the Garden Party, I believe. Here, we're going to find that we need to be discerning with the energy that we let into our lives, with our progression forward, with what we desire, with what we're seeing, with the place that we want to be. And as we're discerning with this energy, we're just to ourselves. We start to heal ourselves, and we start to look at what we're afraid of and what we expect people to pull us in directions of. And it leads us to this sense of, this is the vampiric energy I've been dealing with. These are the hurts and the pains and the disappointments and the angers and the upsets and the chaos that I've had around me. And I set up these walls. I have these childish defense mechanisms, and it doesn't mean that we act childish. What it means is that we take the way that we've dealt with fear since we were a child, and we've created these defense mechanisms that are supposed to protect us. But they might not be working well because we discovered them when maybe we were 6 years old, 8 years old, however old we needed to be as the world got harder, as we needed to try and traverse our way forward. And what we're going to be seeing here is, I don't need that anymore. And what we can be doing is looking back and saying, oh, wow, I see where I did that when I was, 20, when I was, 30, when I was 40, when I was 50, all these times where I use these defense mechanisms of a child to bring me forward, to help me forward. And now I don't need them anymore because I'm owning me. I'm seeing me. I'm loving me. And as I do this, I'm able to look at the hurt and the pain that others caused me, intentionally or unintentionally. And I'm able to start to heal. I'm able to start to see why I had to protect my heart chakra and my solar plexus chakra and my throat chakra. I'm here and I'm seeing why I had to protect my root chakra. Why my sacral chakra wasn't something that I could release forward into the world. My sensuality, my sense of loving and being myself. Why there was a disconnect between the earth star chakra, the way I connect with the earth, and myself. And all of a sudden we start to look at this energy that flows through our body. And we start to say, how do I heal? How do I express? How do I become? How do I embrace? And we move forward as the warriors of our heart. But we also move forward understanding that our heart can be pulled in many different directions during this time, where we can be looking at things and saying, do I move this way? Do I move that way? Do I embrace this love or do I embrace that love? What is it that is my passion? What is it that is my desire? What is it that I need and I love? And we have to just be aware that we're going to be looking towards the past a lot. And it can be that we get really frustrated with the person that we once were. Now that frustration can come because we were in a better place. And if only we utilize that time better, but that frustration can also come because we could say, you let so many opportunities go. You didn't take so much. You were prettier than you thought you were. You were talented. You were smarter than you thought you were. Why didn't you embrace it? And what we have to understand is that's part of our journey. That's part of our progression forward. And we can't hate the person that we were or be angry at the person that we were because we will not accept the person that we are. It's going to be very hard to be in the moment for us. It just is. There's going to be a bit of a challenge. It's always going to be, oh, I should have done that better. And what Spirit is saying here is that's just a drain of energy. And that's not going to get you to the success that your heart is embodying. So we have to just be very mindful of our inner self and these mind games that we're playing, the sense of, oh my gosh, I'm going to obsess over the fact that I didn't say the right thing at the right time, or I didn't do the right thing at the right time, or, I moved forward in a certain way that disconnected me from myself. And why did I waste all that time? And what Spirit is saying here is the heart is moving us towards prosperity. If we bring the heart into the situation, which is usually what Spirit says to us, and it's frustrating because we can think that we're bringing our heart and our passion into the situation, but Spirit's saying, no, you're not embracing the reason why you're here on this earth. And that's one of the things that we're figuring out. That's one of the reasons why we're living. And the King of Pentacles says, be prosperous. Plant the seeds. Look at the seeds that you are planting. Plant with intention. They might not all come up. They might not all be right. You might plant a seed that has a vegetable on it, a picture on the package, and you might think, that tastes good, or that would taste good. That looks really pretty. And then you plant it, it comes up, and you are like, oh my gosh, that's the most disgusting thing I ever ate in my whole entire life. I'm never eating that fruit again. So we have to be mindful that not everything is going to turn out the way that we thought. And as we're embracing our success, we're also emotionally coming to the place where we can say, I get to be successful. And we're also releasing the 15-year-old idea of what success is. Fame and everybody knowing our name and, kind of making people eat dirt who didn't believe in us. What we're going to see here is that success is security. It is feeling contented within ourselves. It's feeling as if I've done a good thing. I've had a good day. I've connected in a brilliant way. And as we do this, we start to see the hard work that we've put into our lives. Not just the day-to-day hard work, the daily grind that we put in, but we start to see the way that our souls have been shaped, the trials and the tribulations that we have had to face, and the way that we're molding, the way that we're becoming, the way that we're embracing. Emotionally, we're putting our emotions into our work. We're sitting there with heart open, saying, holistically, I am healing. Connectedly, I am moving forward. And I'm moving forward with kindness and passion as my guide. I'm moving forward with the sense of what I am shaping matters. And why I'm shaping it matters. This is our 10,000 hours. This is our dedication, even when we began stinking at something and yet still moved forward, still connected. Even when we wanted to quit, we still moved forward. This is a time where our heart is guiding us. This can also be a time where we feel frustrated with something. Why is it taking so long? Why aren't I learning it? Why can't I, get it the way other people get it? And what Spirit is saying here is that as we connect with our hearts, as we, put the time and the effort in, we might not move as quickly as others do, but we take it in a lot more deeply. And as we do so, we're going to see a celebration. This is a happy occasion. This is, new job opportunities. This is a celebration. This is a sense of I am home and I am connecting. This is a sense of I am me and I see me. This is a sense of love and beauty and power. And as we connect and as we embrace and as we desire, we see ourselves more and more. And we connect with ourselves just magnificently. In the public arena, we need to celebrate our bodies. We need to celebrate the home that we've created, even if it's not the one that we're going to keep forever and ever. We need to celebrate our walking forward. Even if our life right now is a dumpster fire, even if we sit there and we think, I don't know how I got here. Even if we're looking at success and being terrified by it because we never thought we were supposed to be successful. We always thought that was for somebody else. And we could have let that success kind of slip through our fingers. We could have let it move away because, again, that was for somebody else. It's not for me. And what Spirit's saying here is it is for you. Celebrate it. Connect with it. Look at the lessons that move us forward and embrace the heart. Because as we do so, the King of Pentacles come. It's prosperity and success and bounty. It's a sense of, I've worked for this. I've earned this. I deserve this. It's not arrogance. It's just simply saying that I deserve prosperity. I deserve success. And I am moving forward in that prosperity and in that success, in the beauty and in the brilliance that is me. It doesn't get to be for anybody else. It gets to be for me. We can also find that we find mentors, okay? We find people that inspire us. We're going back to things that inspired us when we were younger, that, had us really excited and connecting before we thought, you have to grow up. You have to, leave behind the silliness and put your feet firmly in the real world. And what Spirit's saying is, why can't the heart be the real world? Why can't we move forward with passion and creativity? Why can't we move forward with life as art and art as life and brilliance and beauty connecting with us? It moves us to our energy to be mindful of. And it's the King of Pentacles. Now, this King of Pentacles comes up 3 times. We can become so focused on prosperity that we forget everything else. So do be mindful of that. But we can also take as gospel people's word, the words of people who are successful, or that we see as successful. And what we have to understand is that's their success. That worked for them. It does not mean it's going to work for us. It moves us to our subconscious chakra message, which is life purpose, which is what we're embracing here. The throat chakra, we're speaking as we're healing. We're speaking our life purpose forward. We're living it. This is like a beautiful dance. This is like a piece of art coming forward. And I don't know how else to describe it than that. We're ascending to ourselves. We're walking to ourselves, and we're finding that our future self has their hand open to us and says, come forward. It's kind of like our angels have their hand open to us and say, come forward and embrace. And it moves us to our subconscious rooted energy, which is temperance, which is our sister energy. This is Sagittarius energy. This is the energy that can annoy us like no other and can inspire us like no other. It's finding balance. It's finding harmony. It's taking those 2 sides of us, the Gemini side, the twins of us, and saying, I see you. And both of your voices matter, and they need to sing in beautiful harmony, not be in chaos, one working against the other, trying to pull us in different directions. So that's going to be really quite powerful, and it moves us then to our subconscious inner self, which is the 6 of Wands, celebration and success. And that's what we need to do. We need to celebrate our successes, even if they're small. The 6 of Wands is kind of like having a really good boss. A really good boss that sits there and sees our achievements, sees also when we're not doing as well, and says, okay, what's going on? Just talks to us, takes a moment to see us as human beings. We need to see ourselves as human beings, not robots, automatons that just need to keep on achieving, keep on going, keep on pushing. Now it's time to see our hearts and see our souls and celebrate our successes instead of always breaking our backs and putting ourselves down for our failures. Because we don't fail. We just realize what isn't right for us. And sometimes things are right for us and they last forever. And sometimes things aren't right for us or we outgrow them and we need to change. We need to embrace moving forward. It moves us to our subconscious emotional self, which is the Knight of Cups. It's having the heart chakra wrap around us. It's moving above the chaos of everybody else's emotions, everybody else's demands on us. And it's moving forward in love. It's moving forward in connection. It's moving forward in heart. And it brings us to our subconscious public arena self, which is the Three of Cups. For me, the Three of Cups are the people who raise their glass to us, but don't celebrate us, couldn't celebrate us. For some reason, their story and our story do not align. And this could be devastating. This could have been a lover. This could have been a partner. This could have been a friend. This could have been a family member. This could be the parents that raised us or the people that guarded over us. And they went separate directions. And we're asking ourselves, what did we do wrong? And what Spirit is saying here, instead of chasing after the people who walk away, let us embrace the people who stay. Let us embrace ourselves who walk us forward. Let us embrace our angels and our spirit guides who walk with us and who connect with us. This is a time of seeing our worth, Gemini, and truly being able to embrace it. All right, Gemini, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power and the intensity of this time. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Gemini.